Hello and welcome, folks, to Texas, site to race number 30 of season number 4 of the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. And if you did not watch qualifying, oh boy, there were a lot of cars that had to go to the back of the field with a backup car, and that promoted Jean Sanford actually qualified on the front row, but she'll start second alongside Charles Jackson, who got promoted up to the pole because of all the cars that went to the back. Daniel Day and Levi McIntyre will make up the new row number 2 with Sky Commons, Axel Casella row 3. Kenny Bale and Dylan Thoreau row 4 with Chaser Tom Shelley and Kyle Collins in row number 5. Sorry, folks. That'll be a constant thing today. Sorry. Fighting through it. Here's the rest of your starting grid, though. With this being race number 1 of round number 2, I should say, Levi McIntyre and Stephen Pollard III come in as co-points leaders as the points were reseeded. There you see the 33. Mary Shelley, Ben Newworth, Troy King, Henry Powers, Eric Enrage, and Amy Shelley all are tied with 6,015 points. And 4 drivers come into this race with no extra bonus points to their total at 6,000 points. Tom Shelley, Steve Pollard, Dylan Young, and Chris Washer. As you see, Eric Enrage, Alex Perkle, the final row. Here is the command to start the engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
The original pole sitter today was actually going to be car number 90 of Henry Powers, and you see how far back it relegated him because of all the backup cars. Didn't actually think through any onboards, so we'll have a few here. We'll have the 33 carrying an onboard. So you see the onboard right here. Also, we will have the 8 of Dylan Young carrying on board. The 38 of Mary Shelley will carry an onboard. And finally, the 23 of Ben Newworth will also carry an onboard. The white pace car pulls off, and we're set to go for 34 laps here at Texas. And this might be interesting. Green flag is out. Clean start so far, no 3 wide action throughout the field, so that's a good sign. Well, I say that, here we go, 3 wide between Zach Kreller, Matt Dixon, Ish Taylor. Taylor gets out of it. And Sky Commons going to go to the middle. Daniel Day, Kenny Bale, 4 wide is not going to work at Texas. Contact 32 in the 11, and there they go, into the wall hard. And up the track, right into the chaser! Steve Pollard is involved. Henry Sanford, Eric Enrage, big one at Texas. DJ Curtis involved. Ben Newworth, another chaser involved in the 23. And at the line, they're going to say Charles Jackson was leading. As a big crash on the back straightaway going into turn number 3 results in 2 chasers with damage here in race number 1 of round number 2. Kenny Bale, Henry Sanford, Henry Powers is involved, a 3rd chaser. Alex Perkle, Dylan Young on pit lane. So 4 chasers involved in this one. And the leaders will pit, and Jackson's going to come onto pit lane in 4th. So we'll watch Gene Sanford come down to pit lane here. Gonna have a nice opening here for the 55. Let's see. Right side's going on. It'll be a 4-tire change, 2 tires for the 80 of Axel Casella. And it'll be Levi McIntyre winning the race off pit lane, Charles Jackson second, Daniel Day third, and Axel Casella fourth with Sky Commons fifth. What? What's going on with Dylan? Maybe he wasn't involved. I'm confused here with Dylan Young here. Kyle Matthews with damage, and let's take a look back at what happened to bring out caution number 1. And we're back 4 wide. Does not work at Texas, and Kyle Collins, Kenny Bale proving that effectively here. Sky Commons kind of comes down the track into the 11. The 11 tries to go down, give him room, but Kyle Collins does not give any extra room in the 32. And Bale sliding back a track, nowhere for the 27 to go. Same for DJ Curtis and Sam Young, who came into this race 30th in the points. And then it looks like Kyle Collins came up the track and also collected some people. Whoops. So let's see what happened with Kyle Collins here. Not been a great chase at all for him. This is going to be his 3rd bad race out of 4. And who's he going to come up in front of? Right in front of Henry Sanford. Ben Neuwirth nowhere to go. Great avoiding moves by Dylan Young in the 8. Ben Neuwirth, just an innocent bystander as well, gets collected. Oh, we had another wreck up here after the avoidance. So Kyle Matthews gets through the original wreck, gets a little bit of damage, goes to the apron to avoid it. Shelton misses it as well. And then Kyle Matthews just comes up right into the 43 and takes out the 90 with him. Theo Stegall, one of the owner's title fighters, gets a piece of it as well. Preston Plord gets a piece of it in the 04. Oh boy. And then we have Jeff James in the grass coming to the line. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so here's Dylan Young. Whoa. That's what put him on pit lane. Okay. That's a very interesting way to... So no service to the 8, just down and away. Now, while we're doing this as well, I believe the 33 is Stephen Pollard III got involved in a wreck on pit lane. So we'll look at this real quick. So he's coming into his pit stall. And remember, there was multiple strategies here. So people taking 2, people taking 4. They take fuel only, and yes, there was contact between the 33 and the 07 on pit lane. So with that, let's take you back, or sorry, we'll go back to the green flag. Actually, we'll take an onboard with the 8, and then we'll go back to the green flag. Onboard, Dylan Young. And we are back. This is a little bit tape delayed because of the, we missed the restart apparently, but we'll catch it up while things are going on. Levi McIntyre is the leader. Dylan Young pitted underneath the caution to get the fuel that he needed since they didn't actually pit. Charles Jackson is second, Daniel Day third, Alex Excel fourth, Sky Commons is fifth, Eric Powers sixth, Alex Perkle seventh, Sam Curtis is 8th, Mason Powers 9th, and Momo Akari in 10th. Drivers out of the race after that incident: Steve Pollard, Kenny Bale, Ben Neuwirth, Kyle Collins, Henry Powers, and Henry Sanford. 3 of the chasers and then 4 of the owner's title fighters, when you include the 31, all out of the race. Green flag is out. We're underway on lap number 7 here of 34. Daniel Day going to fall back a little bit. Sky Commons gets the spot. Move him to 4th. And oh, so close at the line. How close was it? Dead even. Charles Jackson now to the middle. And they're 3 wide for the lead. Axel Casella wants the top spot at Texas. Sky Commons making a move now. I heard scraping in the back. Charles Jackson up into the wall with the 99. And around he goes on the front straightaway. Big time problem. Stephen Paul the third's in it. Troy King, another chaser. Momo Kari on pit lane. Tom Shelley's involved. Another chaser. Big time problems at Texas. Again, Eric and Rage is out. Alex Perkle with damage. Ashley Brock is out as well. Well, I thought that you were going to want to have a good run here at Texas if you're a chaser because of Thornton upcoming. Turns out that may be even better now. Levi McIntyre will pit again, and let's take a look back at what happened real quick. And we're back. Here's what happened. Coming down into turn number 3 again. Watch the 2 of Momo Akari here. Going to turn into the corner. Kazuyoshi's doing the same. Contact between the 2 and the 59. Right into the 1. Nowhere for him to go. Up into the wall they go. Let's see if they collect anyone on the way down. Well, never mind. I was going to say, let's see if they collect anyone on the way down. But the 2 Shelleys collide. Mary and Tom. Perkle gets turned. There's Brock getting some of her damage. Alex Hawkins gets involved. Oh, DJ Curtis. Oh, wow. Okay, so there was contact here as these cars slid down the track. Who is the 59 going to hit? Hits Mason Neal. That's going to be day over for the 12. As you see the debris fly up off of his car. And then, DJ Curtis ran over the debris and then hits the 59. More debris off of his car. There's I think that's the radiator out of the 14 car. Either way. Then up here, you have the 2 Shelleys. Mary and Tom Shelley collide. Mary's just trying to avoid the 1, and then Tom Shelley just almost like he has no brakes or something. There's the 70 getting involved in that. Eric and Rage hits the 38. Jessica Shelton's going to get the 1, who is also sliding down the track from another incident. Well, actually, okay, sorry. Make it the trifecta. Amy Shelley turns the 1, so all 3 Shelleys involved in this one. And then, of course, we had the other incident. Not with the 60, but he gets collected in it. So we have the 4 wide for the lead, and Charles Jackson, Levi McIntyre making contact. Great job by Axel Casella and Sky Commons to get around this one. But Jackson's car goes for a spin. Levi McIntyre giving him a finishing blow while he goes by. And Jackson just going to slide up the track right in the path of Stephen Paul III and Troy King. Taking out 2 chasers with them. Pollard's going to go for a wild ride. Up and over goes the 33. 00 gets involved. The 7 turns the 30. Chris Washer needs a new pair of pants. As James turns the 30 around. There's Tom Shelley's going to get the 30 as well. And then, gets the 33 and then gets the 30. Sam Young's in another one in the 07. Well, at least spins in another one. Actually, yeah, he hits the 04, okay. And Kyle Matthews gets the 07. So a very crazy and hectic day so far. Claims more chasers. Let's go back to the restart. And we're back racing. I'm sorry, we missed the restart again. Those out of the race: Tom Shelley, Ashley Brock, Stephen Paul III, Jeff James, Charles Jackson, Troy King, Alex Perkle, Eric Enrage, Momo Akari, Hiroshi Kazuyoshi, DJ Curtis, Mason Neal. Jessica Shelton off the pace, but still in 23rd. Ish Taylor, Kyle Matthews off the pace. Levi McIntyre now off the pace, but still running. And I'm trying to figure out how many cars we've got actually in this race right now. Well, we'll see. Hopefully it's not like yesterday where lap traffic becomes a big time issue. 3 wide for second, Axel Casella, Sam Curtis, and Matt Dixon going at it. Dixon gets out of the throttle now. Daniel Day will make a move now for 4th, as moves Sam Curtis in the 66 up to 2nd. Look for some of the chasers. Chris Washer in the driver's chase still running. Same for Amy Shelley in the top 10. Theo Stegall in the owner's chase is still out there on track, and same for Dylan Young. Will Lewis with an interesting move there. Looks like we've got about 15 cars, maybe up to somewhat reasonable pace. Alex Hawkins still somewhat there, but has damage. Eric Powers as well. Preston Plord. But then Mary Shelley, Sam Young on back are off the pace. Mary Shelley also 1 lap down, as Sam Curtis has caught Sky Cummins. Curtis looking for win number 3 this season, as they're 3 wide back here. Amy Shelley, Zach Kreller, and Mason Powers in the 16. They sort it out and battle for the top spot, as they're also battling for 3rd. Hopefully we've wrecked enough race cars where we won't have any more wrecking. I'm sorry. I hate to say it that way, but yeah. At the line, oh so close. How close was it? 0.02 of a second that time. And here comes Casella, 3 wide for the lead. Casella gets out of it. Dixon up the middle. Going to go around the outside of the 80 and give him 3rd for the time being. And he'll grab that spot. Clears Casella off turn number 2. And now wants 2nd. So needless to say at this point, Thornton is going to be a very interesting race, considering all the chasers with misfortune today. Because, again, scroll through here, you see Levi McIntyre's 1, Mary Shelley 2, Dylan Young 3, Amy Shelley 4, and Chris Washer 5. Well, okay, now another one! Allie Nelson up on the wall! Sliding on the wall is Allie Nelson, comes to a stop on all 4 wheels, and the caution flies again. Chris Washer was involved. And Zach Kreller as well. And just when you thought we wouldn't be able to possibly wreck again, Sam Curtis comes across the line to take the caution flag here with 11 laps to go. Jessica Shelton stays on the lead lap in 22nd. So with that, let's take a look back at what happened real quick. And we're back, and for the 3rd time today, it is turn number 3. Chris Washer is in the middle, 3 wide. Nelson comes down, and Kreller just comes up right into him. Nothing Chris Washer could do. And Allie Nelson, possibly the wildest ride today, actually hit the caution marker. Almost hit a second one as she rode the wall. Wild ride for Allie Nelson. Kreller decided to pit immediately and actually gained Washer a spot because Powers had to check up for it. Gene Sanford decided to take to the grass to take avoiding measures. Well, that's because she went to the apron. Okay. Fair enough. Fair play. Either way, with that, let's go back to the restart again. We'll be under 10 to go when we get the green flag. And we're back. Allie Nelson and Zach Kreller, actually, sorry, both retired from the race. So we're down to 22 runners in this one out of the 42 that started. Sam Curtis, Matt Dixon, Sky Commons, Alex Casella, Daniel Day, Amy Shelley, Dylan Thoreau, Mason Powers, Will Lewis, Gene Sanford, the top 10. Alex Hawkins, Dylan Young, Chris Washer, Preston Plord, Eric Powers, Sam Young, Levi McIntyre, Ish Taylor, Kyle Matthews, Jessica Shelton, Theo Stegall, and Mary Shelley. The running order. And the green flag is back out. We're underway. 7 laps to go from Texas. Good restart for the 66 and the 40. Gapped the 10 a little bit. Ax Casella is going to make the move for third on the 10 of Sky Commons. Not able to get there yet. Commons with the drive off turn number 4. Battle between teammates. Will Lewis, Mason Powers inside the top 10 here. And Dylan Thoreau is going to make the move on Amy Shelley. Mason Powers got the wall off turn number 2 in the 16 car. Amy Shelley will prevail so far. Great battle between the two Roush teammates, the 6 and the 16. Here comes Alex Hawkins into this battle now. The All-Star Race winner. And 16 in the wall again. Now the 6 gets the spot, and the 55 going to try and move up a position as well. Back up front, not much going on yet. Skycom is trying to make a move possibly on Matt Dixon. Remember, these guys pit pretty early on. Some of them didn't take tires on that pit stop. Could be a factor here on why they are having these issues now on being able to try and pass each other. As there are just 3 laps to go from the Texas Motor Speedway. Chris Washer off the pace now in the 5 after his incident. Kyle Matthews on pit lane. Matt Dixon looking for his first win in the season. Sam Curtis looking for win number 3. 2 to go. The best battle on track right now is for 6th. Between the 7 and the 89. Amy Shelley desperately wanting to hang on to that spot. Gets the wall and is going to lose 2 spots, maybe even 3. Still green, and the white flag is out. 1 lap to go from Texas as a couple of guys pit there. Matt Dixon was able to hold a lower line now through turn 1 and 2 that time. As the battles for 3rd right now. Does Matt Dixon have anything for Sam Curtis through turns 3 and 4 for the final time? Sam Curtis is going to win at Texas. The battle for 3rd goes to Axel Casella. And Amy Shelley survives the day. Mary Shelley actually gets some spots out of those late pit stops. Same for Shelton there. And Washer will gain a spot. Ish Taylor had to pit. So a wild and crazy day here at Texas Motor Speedway ends with a rookie in victory lane in the form of Sam Curtis. Rest of the top 10, Matt Dixon, Ax Casella, Daniel Day, Sky Commons, Dylan Thoreau, Will Lewis, Gene Sanford, Amy Shelley, and Mason Powers. Show you the bottom of the list, but that was all of the guys who ended up retiring from this one, with Henry Sanford finishing in last in the owner's chase battle today. Either way, that is the round of Texas. 30 races down, 6 to go, and next up, the biggest wild card of them all. No, it's not Talladega. It is Thornton, the road course, and the Turn of Death. Up next on the schedule, who will survive? Who is going to be in good form going into the second elimination? You'll just have to wait and see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.